How's it going, guys? The Water Boys are back,
It's Zach.
and Ben. And today, I got a theory for you guys.
It's an interesting theory. I've heard a little bit about it, but not a ton.
Yeah, I have a theory about our boy in Detroit, Andre Drummond. I think that Andre Drummond is too good of a rebounder. That's the basic premise of this theory.
Interesting premise, I'll
Is it
say that.
initial thought?
It's a weird premise, because I don't know. I think of a guy like DeAndre Jordan, who's a good rebounder, but he's somewhat competent on defense and other facets of the game.
That's true. I mean, this obviously isn't going to be a foolproof theory, but I'm going to do my best to lay my case down here as to why Dre tries too hard at rebounding.
Okay.
So I think I honestly think that Andre Drummond is the best rebounder in the NBA.
I agree.
The skill that he can box people out and pursue the ball is just something that you don't see in a lot of players in today's NBA.
I agree. He's an unreal rebounder.
Yeah, just the way that he's intelligent enough to like seal off defenders to get offensive. He's the if he's not the best rebounder, he's definitely the best offensive rebounder.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's led the league in offensive rebounding the past 4 years.
He knows how to seal off defenders and get those rebounds for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the amount that he pursues rebounds is why we see him as a sub-level defender and offensive weapon. Zach, you've played basketball before.
I have, and I happen to be a big guy.
Exactly. You know how much energy it takes out of you to jump up and get rebounds, especially 2 or 3 in a possession.
It takes a ton of energy. Like, you're gassed.
It's ridiculous. And so, just watching the Pistons play, I'd say this is just complete throwing a number out there from the eye test. Just watching the Pistons play, to me it looks like Andre Drummond goes after and attempts to rebound about like 85% of missed shots.
Yeah, probably.
He's just in constant pursuit of the ball. And so we wonder why he appears to like not put an effort on defense, and
Yeah.
his post game is so slow and predictable. My theory is that he just doesn't have the energy to put into playing defense or acting as some sort of post presence whatsoever.
Oh my gosh.
So I have some statistics that I found kind of staggering when I was doing my research.
Okay.
And so right now this year, Andre Drummond gets 35.4% of our team's total rebounds,
I'm not surprised.
which
at all.
is ridiculous.
It is crazy.
In the past 3 years, he's been hovering around 30%, which is still not good for an entire season.
Yeah,
30% of the team's rebounds.
because those years he averaged like 14 or 15 rebounds.
Exactly. So almost a third of our rebound for a 15-man team is going to one player. So he's obviously putting in immense amount of effort into rebounding.
Yeah, that's obvious. That's for sure.
I did like a proportional kind of analysis where I took the proportion of minutes that he plays per game and I took that proportion to the team's total rebounds to kind of get a sense of the percentage of rebounds that Andre Drummond gets while he's on the floor for the minutes that he's playing.
Yeah.
And if you do that, he gets 52% of the team's rebounds while he's on the floor.
That is unreal.
Yeah. So what I was saying earlier is that the eye test seems that he like pursues 85% of those rebounds.
Yeah.
He actually gets over half of the team's rebounds when he's on the floor.
I cannot even fathom how much energy that must take out of you.
Exactly. So that's kind of where my theory of why he's seen as a subpar defender and his post game is non-existent.
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts?
I think that it's probably pretty valid to think about that because I mean that rebounding it takes so much out of you. Like I would not want to try on offense. Are you kidding me? Like I'd probably just stand down there and do the exact same thing. I'd just try to rebound on offense, which is what he does. Because he's like, well, I know there's some other guys who can score, so I might just set a couple of picks, but like I'm not gonna go too crazy on offense. The same thing with defense. Like trying to stay in front of dudes, that takes a lot of energy as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. especially with this youth movement and kind of athletic movement that we're seeing in big men, where he has to,
Yeah.
and then when he has to switch on the guards on the perimeter, it's game over. He can't keep up.
No.
You did make an interesting point as I first started the discussion with like DeAndre Jordan and how he's obviously a great defender in the post, yet grabs a lot of rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a quick calculation for his percentage. He's at 31.6% right now for this season.
Okay.
So he does grab a lot of the Clippers' rebounds too. I almost wonder if it's like a conditioning thing.
It could be.
DeAndre Jordan is a athletic specimen
He
that
is
kind of rare in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be part of it. Maybe Dre just needs to condition a little more, but he's playing a lot more minutes than he has been in the past. So I don't necessarily think it's a conditioning thing.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that could help Andre is getting another rebounder on the team.
I think getting a rebounder on the team would be really helpful because right now in the starting lineup we don't have anybody who can rebound.
No.
I mean, don't tell me that Tobias Harris can rebound because he can't.
No, he has some inflated numbers either last year or 2 years ago, where he got like up to 7 rebounds a game.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's not
No.
the real Tobias.
No.
Right now Tobias is actually the second rebounder at the Pistons right now at 4.2. 10 whole rebounds less than what Dre is doing.
That is just insane. I wonder what the largest like rebound differential is like in a season between like two players on the same team. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I'm
that's
sure
got to be up there.
Back in the day when like Chamberlain averaged like
Yeah.
25 rebounds a game, I'm sure it's something ridiculous
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
sure. Yeah.
But Avery Bradley was supposed to be a good rebounder. He averaged like 7 rebounds in Boston last year from the shooting guard position, but he's averaging 2.9 right now.
I think a reason why Avery Bradley isn't rebounding as much is because we have Andre Drummond, and the Celtics didn't have a rebounder last year.
That's very true.
Al Horford is not a rebounder, and I mean, who was their power forward last year?
Amir Johnson.
Yeah, so it's like, come on, they didn't have any rebounding either. So Avery kind of had to, and now he's taking on more of a role on offense. So he has to kind of cut it back a little bit.
That's a good point. That's
Yeah.
a valid point. But yeah, I think we need. Do you think we need rebounding more in the starting lineup, or like a backup for Dre to come in and get some boards? Because right now we don't even have a backup center that can rebound.
I think we need a backup center that can actually rebound, but also somebody in the starting lineup who can rebound. We just need more rebounding to help him. We need just literally anyone who can rebound.
Yeah, I agree. If you take some of that stress off of Drummond, then I think we could see more production, especially like out of the post, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
post game.
Seeing what he did to improve his free throw percentage makes me think that like he could put in the work to assemble a post game that would be effective in today's NBA.
I think so.
He's obviously has the work ethic to work on something that he's bad at. So, and I mean, being able to knock down free throws much means you have some sort of touch to put it in the basket.
I guess so. Yeah, but he on the offensive end he shows just about no touch. I mean, you were talking about his post game being so predictable. It's literally just a right hook every single
time. Holy moly!
And it's so bad.
It's
it just
so
planks
slow.
off the iron every time.
Yeah, and it just my theory is just that he's so tired that that's just a comfortable thing that he's gonna go to is just chuck the ball over his left shoulder with the right hook and see if it works, and it doesn't a lot.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And so yeah, I'd like to see maybe the Pistons make a move to get some more rebounding.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anybody crazy by any means.
Even just like a rebounding specialist, like I don't know. I'm trying to think of like Bismack Biyombo.
Yeah, but his contract. I mean, we could.
That's true.
But somebody like Bismack Biyombo
to that sort of extent.
Yeah. Somebody like him. I think that makes sense. Like if there's one trade that the Pistons should do, that it's probably that one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't really thought of any players, but maybe a future video we'll kind of delve into some moves that they can make to kind of alleviate this situation and maybe kind of advance their position for the playoffs as we go on into the year.
I like that.
Yeah. So, got anything else to say about my theory?
I don't think so. I think it's a pretty solid theory, so I don't think much needs to be said.
Right on. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but we're always accepting criticism. So if any of you guys don't like Ben's theory, make sure that you comment and tell him
Yeah, absolutely. And then I will dismantle you in the comment section.
about it.
No, I kid. I kid. I kid. Seriously, if you all feedback is appreciated on the show. We love all of you that listen.
hmm
Yeah. Thanks for listening to this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.
These are the Water Boys.
Stay hydrated out there.